In the time since this channel claimed authority on all matters Fey, it has not spoken in a long while on the Seelie court and its numerous members. Considering I know the members of the Seelie court personally, they even invited me to join them, though I had to decline, I thought to help you, masters of dungeons or would-be warlocks, with accurately portraying the immortal Fey of the inner court, their priorities, desires, and whatever other little juicy tidbits I can provide. It's important to note the meaning of Seelie. So many get it wrong. To be Seelie traditionally indicates, as I would know, to be good, though perhaps not in the way mortals understand the word to mean. Goodness to the Fae is often about fairness. We are called the fair folk. Do a good turn to a Seelie and find a good turn done to you. Behave unfavorably and the Seelie will likely return unfavors. Should a Seelie Fae ever behave in such a manner as to upset your far too delicate sensibilities, they will not have meant to insult with any malice. Unless you did so to them first. But really, to be Seelie is to align oneself with Queen Titania of the Summer Court. As some wizards from a coastal region have described, her smile alone can cause crops to ripen, her frown can trigger wildfires, and her gaze can cause mortals to go mad. Though she does not easily rise to the anger required for such a frown or gaze. Some fools have interpreted her behavior as frivolous, but in reality the Summer Queen is pragmatic and a brilliant strategist. She finds amusement in observing the lives and actions of mortals, and in fact there's been rumors that on some occasions she'll take one as a lover. Titania's sister, the Queen of Air and Darkness, is a sad tale for another time, but she rules as the head of the Unseelie or Gloaming or Winter Court, a realm ever in opposition to that of Titania's. Despite Oberon's encouragement, the Summer Queen has never entertained entering into direct war with her distant sister. A shame, really. The coastal wizards occasionally enjoy releasing new images of Titania every few years, though to tell the truth, the most recent I find repugnant. No painting could ever truly represent her vast beauty, but that abomination, with its mortal face painting, lip plumping, eyebrow plucking, attempts to present her as both a somewhat wild yet attained thing. It's blasphemous. And if you were to ask me, she should have frowned upon them the moment of its release. And as to the Summer Court, Titania's most illustrious realm, according to those same wizards, this court is the most settled and pastoral domain in the Feywild, wrapped in the warmth of a perpetual summer day with fluttering butterflies and a riot of colorful flowers. The lands of the Summer Court mimic the trappings of courtly life in some realms of the material plane. They also claim that Titania's court wear elegant clothing and value elaborate ceremony and ritualized etiquette, that they are quick to shun those who flout their Baroque rules. But if you were to ask me, personally, I would tell you that this description only applies to a part of the glorious realm of summer. Any Fey realm you find yourself in will be marked by some amount of wildness, from its shifting landscape to the denizens who live there. Most Fey you will find, including many Archfey, follow their desires and whims as they will, since the Fae are wardens of, and ultimately a part of, nature, and doing exactly as they please is the most natural thing of all. And while we're at it, I do think we should consider reinterpreting what exactly corruption means, because I really don't think that certain esoteric magics are all that... Never mind. Finally, we come to politics. The Seelie court features an inner and an outer court, with Titania, of course, functioning as its head. I was invited to be part of this tightly knit inner court, but alas, I find my energies and passions are ever absorbed in the educating of mortals, so with the heaviest of hearts, I had to decline. King Oberon, the Lord of Beasts, the ancient Green Lord, lives the life of a warrior, at least more than any other member of the inner court does. At times, he remains at the court in his tempestuous relationship with Titania, whose palace he actually built for her. At other times, traveling through the forests of Faerie, hunting stags, but never killing them. Doing such a thing is considered an act as grave as the most cold-blooded murder for those hunt-inclined mortals who may be listening. Any real Fae knows that all things have life, and life abundant is obviously the most important thing for all of us to protect. Oberon leads a wild faction called the Green Fae, which mostly includes satyrs, dryads, treants, and elves. Some other archfae answer to him as well. He usually appears as tall, muscular, skin the color of oak with hair full of brambles. He doesn't fear direct combat like some weaker archfae do. He has several rumored children, 3 with Titania in particular, the Prince of Frost being the only one of those 3 who is not currently part of the Seelie court. Another sad tale for another time. He is known, along with the other members, to make warlock pacts, but be warned, would-be patronees, if Oberon offers you some deal. Archfae patrons are more fickle and more dangerous than any fiend or old god, despite what others may suggest. You would be better off considering me as your patron instead. In fact, I'll reach out to you. As for the inner court children of Titania and Oberon, Dom and Veronestra. The coastal wizards have not mentioned these 2 or many other archfae in a long while. I believe not since they released the 2nd editions of their tomes, but be not mistaken. These Fae remain, governing and guarding the wilds of Fairy as they have for countless centuries. Dom possesses a great love for song, food, and drink, and is often seen as a lesser deity of those things and of celebration. For the sake of easing Titania's burden some, he became the patron of Chorids and satyrs in her place, and tends to take on the form of a Chorid himself. He is equal parts capable of revelry and of defending the lands of Fairy should he find need to do so. And note, when you pass the oldest of druidic stone circles, that he may have had a hand in building them. Veronestra, Titania and Oberon's daughter, is the lesser deity of female fairies, charm, and beauty, and patron of many dryads, nymphs, and sylphs. She, like her mother, has been at times called fickle, but she is wise, as almost any archfae must be. She lives in a silver bower of trees, surrounded by mirrors with which she can admire her great beauty, only leaving on occasion to kidnap a particularly charismatic man, but then who doesn't every now and then? She has also been called jealous, avoiding the company of any other goddess, deity, or representative of beauty or romance. And what else? She does have an enchanted dagger, beautiful, silver, studded with moonstones, and most importantly, deadly. She treats her loyal followers well, and you may recognize them by her holy symbol, a filigree-edged silver mirror. Besides 2 of Titania and Oberon's children, there are 2 other members of the inner court, Ectern and Skellyy. Ectern, the Lord of Horses, or Lord of Unicorns and Pegasi, appears himself as a white-haired unicorn / Pegasus or a pegacorn. He guards forest glades, stone circles, and other such holy fae places. He has been known to allow some of the other archfae to, on occasion, ride upon his back. I'll keep to myself what I think of such degrading behavior. He is known for being proud, loyal, and protective. Some view him as a deity of healing, and should he allow one to touch his unicorn horn, all of their lesser wounds would instantly be healed. He may have been created by a sky god as a gift to the fair folk, though there are several rumors as to his true origin, but truly, you will not find a more noble-hearted archfae than this. Skellyy, our final inner circle member, is most often seen as the court's leprechaun jester. He is a demigod of trickery and illusions, and I imagine the only being in existence to get away with playing tricks on the Summer Queen herself. Skellyy does, despite appearances, care for and protect the Fae, just as the rest of the court does, but he is the only Fae I've ever heard of having a great love of gold, though not the first to possess a fondness for wine. He's a storyteller, a trickster, a fool, yet very much not a fool. So there you have it, Titania's inner circle. If any of you desire knowledge of her more distant outer circle, leave a missive informing me, and I will expand on my knowledge of them another time. I do, of course, know everything worth knowing about them, but my knowledge is not free. If you watched through to the end of this video, you must express your pleasure at having seen it in the form of a like. Those who did not watch to the end have transgressed against me, and for this they will pay. Now, begone, mortals. Go on, and be sure to return for my next installment. Bye now.